13 years ago, on a short bus in a small town in Washington, two idiots met. A bunch of stupid stuff happened. We want you to listen to those stupid stories.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Living with Humor. I am your host, Brock Terrano. Brent is my co-host, even though he refuses to show his face. And then we got our good friend, Nelson.
What up, guys?
How you doing,
what an
Nelson?
intro. I did not expect that intro.
Oh, really?
It's gotten a couple people, so it's really nice to see that our humor is actually getting people, and it's not, just feeling like a bunch of 5-year-olds.
Man. It's God.
Dun. What's going on right now?
Shit.
As long as we don't get hit with some copyright bullshit.
I think the intro is like short enough. We're good.
Yeah.
Without further ado, my camera is like on the fritz, so I'll be a floating head. You'll just see my little circle grow as I get louder and louder. Nelson, do you want to tell the folks at home how the three of us met?
So, like, the three of us together or individually?
Either way,
Yeah, because I
it's a
met
good story.
Nelson differently than
Years ago. Before.
Yeah. I met you
Brent.
because the three of us hung out with Ray one time.
Did we?
Yeah, that's where I first met you.
Ooh.
In like high school.
Was it at the youth center at Live Christian? One of the youth groups?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's back when Jesse was. That's back when Jesse was going out with Donna.
Oh,
Yeah, if you guys remember Donna.
vaguely.
Yeah.
Donna from Life Christian, right? The blonde?
Yeah, the one that Ray
Oh, shit.
always liked to slap.
Yeah. God, I forgot about her.
Yeah, she was the one I was with in the car accident with Jesse.
Really?
Yeah, the one that snapped, like when the seatbelt snapped my collarbone. Yeah, that was. Yeah, she was in there with that.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So, okay, the three of us met. So, since kind of just scraping over you and I meeting first, Brock, because it was a long time ago. So, but three of us like officially together, more so than back at Live Christian was either at Mark's place or it was at Josh's place. And I think this was back when. Was this back when Josh and Corey were living off of Hosmer in Hilltop, or was this when they moved to kind of out past like Spanaway?
It was out past Spanaway when I first went there, and I think my first time meeting you officially was actually in Tacoma. I think Lynn was giving a plan.
Yeah, that was at Mark's.
That was at Mark's, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was back when he was living off the apartment off what's the street off of?
I can't remember the street name, but
you know
it was
what
like
I'm
off
talking
of. About, yeah, it was literally right behind Mary's Pistols.
Yes,
yeah.
That one. No, they moved that. He moved to a second place.
Oh,
no, sorry. So before he met Kat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is when it was just him, and then he kind of started seeing Kat.
Okay.
So it was just him and I. We would always hang out.
Okay.
We would talk about business stuff. So I think Brent, that was back when they were when Josh and Corey were Double Eagle.
Yeah,
I don't know. I like how I remember all this stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's slowly starting to come back, actually.
Yeah, the excess is kicking in. The other reserve storage of excess.
You know who to contact. All three of us will be more than willing to start bidding war for that.
Yeah, the last case of excess.
Yeah.
God, man. So yeah, that's when we met. Was back at their place. Then we started taking trips.
Yeah, those are fun.
That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we even just went to even local meetings all together.
Yeah, that's right. Because they would have it at the Lakewood Convention Center all the time. Real
Lakewood-
quick though, so listeners know what we're talking about. So the three of us used to do Amway, which is what this episode's going to be about, and we're going to name it "How Not to Be an Entrepreneur" because it is. Oh man, it was definitely an adventure to say the least.
Yes, it was.
The crazy amount of stories that just came from functions
Oh my God.
alone was. There's a lot of great memories there, but there's also a lot of why the hell was I spending so much money on this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the thing for me too. As I was spending I was dropping almost a paycheck.
For me, it was more than a paycheck. Those are my McDonald's days. I was loving it. I was.
Holy shit! I bet I was down there. I do remember that, Brent. You were working there. Yeah, damn.
So I literally finished a shift at McDonald's, and then Brock picked me up. It was like, "Hey, we're to go to this thing," and the next thing you know, I'm sitting in a chair in a room with Josh staring me down. I'm like, "What is happening?"
And you smelled like grease, dude. You smelled like a McDonald's kid. You smelled like fries, bro. So to piggyback off of that, I mean, in the amount of time that I spent in there, I did. I mean, I would say we all learned a lot.
Yeah.
And especially since you just said this is not a way to become an entrepreneur. Man, the only downside was that you really had to commit your fucking life to it. You had to commit your life to, and that's one of the I think the big turnoffs is when people were starting to get, heavy into it, when they saw the difference between people who were actually making it and not making it was they were giving them their all. And I mean, you could say that about anything you want to do, whether it's a job, career, or another entrepreneurial job. It was different. It definitely had a lot of people, throughout the years of Amway's history, just people like, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, which, in a sense, everything is a pyramid scheme. So it's like, it's like, shut the fuck up.
I can see that.
Your job is
and it's like,
you're not the CEO of your company. You're a fucking cog in the wheel.
Yeah, exactly. And my thing is
but
go ahead.
Damn, I took a lot, but that's the reason why the last that's the reason I stopped martial arts. So if I didn't do that, I would still be in martial arts.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's been fucking 10 years now. So I'm 29.
It's crazy to think.
About to be 30.
Yeah. That's crazy to think.
Suckers.
Because I started when I was 20. I got into it when I was 20. Because I turned 21 within and I don't think I left until I was 25? So I did it for 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now this was after you made a black belt, right?
Yeah, I made my black belt when I was 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was training for my second degree. And then I left the dojo. And then left Amway. And started telling jokes in front of drunk people.
Exactly.
Yeah. But no, it was weird because when I was doing it, because like you said, you really had to commit every aspect of your life to it.
Yeah.
And I started falling in love with stand-up. So I was like, well, I'm going to have to choose. Because if I started doing stand-up, I wouldn't be able to make the meetings. All the uplines would be giving me shit about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? I just got to make a choice here.
Between hate, reading the meetings, making sure you're talking to people, showing people the napkin plan, the smarter way of spending the money that you're already spending.
Yeah.
It consumed you. It was something that you went from a plan C to plan A in 60 seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
and
with that kind of how can I say this? With how the things that they taught really did develop a personal and people skills within and communicating with people.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
Because I could sit in front of a room full of people and talk no problem now to people.
Yeah.
And not like, give a shit.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for
Yeah.
that, like I would still be timid. I would still be kind of
Absolutely
anxious about it. So it's like, and then
Yeah.
now seeing you, Brock, doing a whole bunch of your
Yeah.
stand-ups and headliners and meeting a whole bunch of these big names.
Yeah.
It's fucking pimping, man. It's sweet.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's pimping.
Yeah. No, I did get a lot out of doing Amway. I wouldn't necessarily do it again, but they were so big on personal growth that I know I would be a much different person.
Yep.
I'm still a piece of shit, but I'd be a bigger piece of shit.
You're like, it didn't work. I'm still who I am. But, I grew.
Yeah. So it's like, I do like that about having that experience. If I were to go back, I'd probably still do it, to be honest, because like I said, the personal growth aspect was great. Developing the confidence and all that. And I missed the energy drinks though. Hey, you're back.
Yeah, the training in mentorship alone and how people would sit you down and actually invest on your personal growth was something that definitely paid wonders, because both of you can attest to the little bit of a shithead I was when I walked in the door for the first time.
All
and then,
were.
like,
oh, dude,
how things slowly got a little bit better over time. I started being more patient, less jumpy, and more. I would shoot from the hip really, really quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was always like my biggest problem, was always just like a quick reflex reaction. Got to do it. And then slowly Josh was like, look, dude, chill. Just chill. You're good.
Yeah.
It's like, you're in a safe place. Ain't going to be nothing weird going on. He's like, just focus on you. He's like, you just want to prove yourself so damn bad. Just do it. You know how to. Just do it. I was like, okay. Fine, put the black and white.
He had a way of oversimplifying everything to the point where I would feel dumb for not getting it the first time.
Oh, every time you come over, I had to sit down with Josh and be like, I am such an idiot. And that would last about half. And I'd be like, I mean, you're right, but why specifically this time? Like, I'm going to get ripped on tape in like 10 minutes. So.
So for those listening in, Josh was our mentor. He's a retired Army Ranger. And then his coach, Lynn, was a retired Captain Army Ranger. So there was a lot of military personnel in the organization, and everyone they had their shit down to a T, and it was they got stuff done. They got a lot of stuff done. They had a lot of growth. And then after you told me that they the circumstance with Money Joe, I did not know that. That is a shock. Yeah. And I was just talking to Mark the other day too. And
really, how's he doing?
Yeah. He's doing good. He's not doing it anymore. Him and Cash still together.
Oh, nice.
They have their 2 kids, and they seem to be doing pretty good. So I mean, he was also complaining too. He's like, he was tired of a lot of the can't cross line and can't be friends with other people.
Yeah, that was my thing too. I feel like you had to be a specific cookie cutter type of person, and they kind of forced that on you. Yes. Like there's no individuality for sure, which I didn't like that at all.
Like even a lot of the diamonds just blended together.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. It's like you can't be friends with people outside of your chain of command until you're a diamond. Then you can be friends with everybody. I was like, I am way too fucking social to be told I can't be friends with somebody.
Yeah, nailed that on the head.
Yeah, that was the biggest. That was a huge one for me.
Yes.
So.
And then running around and trying to get people to give little sound bites when you'd find them on the floor. God, that was anarchy.
Oh, I hated that.
Because we would go
sitting
to these
there.
big stadiums and these big auditoriums, and you find people who are more successful than you.
Yeah.
and you would ask them questions.
Yeah,
about
after like
how to
8
get to the
hours,
point they got.
Yeah.
they're sitting at 8 hours of speeches, and everyone's tired. And it's like midnight, and then everyone breaks down to owl sessions.
Night
Yeah,
owls.
something like night owls. Yeah.
But yeah, the night owls. Oh, and that goes for another 3 hours. And then you skip the last one with the kids. Yeah, we stayed up till 4 in the morning, and we're here at the convention center 2 hours later. Like, fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I want to go to bed.
Yeah. So, I mean, for the most part, it was, in a sense, it was worth it. But for, I mean, looking back on it now, that kind of helped me kind of get a minute baseline for being a business owner, because my wife and I, we just started a business
Nice.
not that long ago. So, and then we're gonna have a separate one as well, because the two obviously don't mix. You know, it's microgreens and then woodworking.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll be underneath the same name. Got to read up about that. So I mean, but I've learned a lot. But do I miss martial arts more? Yeah, I miss martial arts a lot more.
Oh, absolutely. I miss it too. I really want to go back, but I don't know if I left on too bad of terms with.
Dude, Kaicho wanted to kick my ass. So
I remember that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. I haven't seen him since. But I've been in there. But I've been in there when he wasn't there. You know, just happening yet he wasn't there. So I see Rencho Lyle, Rencho Julie.
She's back.
She still does the books.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot she did the books.
Kaicho's only there like 2 days out of the week. He's like going into retirement. Yeah, he's going into retirement.
Oh yeah, well that makes sense because he's got to be in his 70s now.
Yeah. And then I will be heartbroken if that school gets shut down. I'm not sure if the plan was to sell the school to Lyle and
Jocelyn.
Yeah, Jocelyn. I saw her at the store the other day with the three kids.
They have 3 now?
Yeah, man. I got 3.
Yeah, they've been busy since I last saw them.
2? Yeah, you could definitely tell the resemblance that Lyle is in those babies, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are they trained killers yet?
They're in Little Dragons and Tigers. So it's awesome. Sensei Beth's kids.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I really hope the dojo stays where it is, because eventually I do want to go back. And
I do too.
Speaking of MMA stuff, I actually have my MMA form for cage fighting. And I thought about doing cage fighting, but my wife would kill me.
Okay, well, if you ever think about it again, I know a guy who holds them in Gig Harbor.
This cage fighting Gig Harbor now? Town changed. It was so white when I was there.
Jeez, man, I ain't no like backyard. It's not like no backyard bare fist.
That's exactly what it is.
Must be
it's backyard.
Yeah,
bro. What is it? Only bare knuckle, or is it?
No. They have gloves.
The cops show up. What the hell?
No.
But
it's funny. I haven't. I'm gonna go next month. It's once a month.
Okay, when you go, take some pictures because I want to see it. I know Brent wants to see it.
Yeah.
Damn, because man, I'm turning 30. Yeah, I want to do some shit before it's too late.
Yeah. Well, I do want to start training because I went back to train a little bit when I was living in Bremerton. But I didn't like the school. I feel like we were pretty privileged being taught by Kaicho because he had such a handle on all the students. And he was traditional, but at the same time, he modernized his school.
Yes.
And I went to this one school, and like the black belt leading the class was just going through the drills. And like you look in the corner, and there were some, young kids, just not paying attention. But I was like,
Yeah,
man, if that was Kaicho or any of the black belts,
yeah,
like,
yeah,
those
that shit
kids
ain't gonna fly.
Yeah. So I was like, man, if you can't have a handle on your students. And then what made it a no for me was it wasn't even a style that I've done. It was like Wing Chun and like a mix of Wing Chun and something else. And so we're doing these drills. And again, I've never taken this style before. And so I get partnered up with one of the black belts immediately, which, as you two know, I hate. Immediately, the black belt drops to his knees to do the drills with me. And I just look at him. I was like, no.
Stand up.
And
Stand up.
I was like,
standing up.
I'm grown. I'm little, but I'm grown. and then he started fucking up the drills, and I corrected him. I was like, dude, I'm not even part of this school. Why am I helping you out?
Because you went to some of the tournaments with us, right? Outside of the school.
Yeah. Took third nationally. Still proud of that. Got a concussion in the process, but
I remember that video. We watched that so many times.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll never forget. I want to find that video again, but I'll never forget. I go to blitz the guy, and the guy just had my timing down and was reading me like a book.
Yeah.
And I go to blitz him, and he just throws a front leg side kick, and I go out of the camera frame.
It was glorious. I mean, like, that's one of my best friends being launched through the air. So I was like, on one hand, oh my god, that's terrible. On the other hand, it's just like one of those random YouTube clips where you see a child just get owned out of frame.
And there's one part where we go to our corners, and I'm in a fighting position.
Oh, hey, sorry to interrupt. My phone's at 1%, so I might have to switch back here to, even though it's charging. Here.
Yeah, no worries. We'll figure it out.
I'm just gonna do this without the headset.
Okay.
I did not expect that to go down to 1% on the charger. Hold on.
Yeah, no worries.
StreamYard tends to be very aggressive with the battery percentage that it uses.
Yeah.
Speaking of almost dying, do you remember?
Well, no, Brent, I'm not done. I want to tell this story because it's one of my favorites.
I'm not to run a business and get distracted with corruption. What did I think was going to happen when the three of us got on there?
We'll get on track in a second, Brent. But there's this one part in the video where I'm sitting there, I'm in fighting position. The judge yells Hachime, which for the listener means fight. And I just stand there. Because before this dude blasted me in the forehead, just 1-2, literally as hard as he could. And so I'm just like going like this. And the judge looks at me and goes, "You okay?" And I just go, you just hear me go, "Uh-huh." He's like, "Okay."
It reminds me of the Randy in South Park. He's like, "I didn't hear no bell."
Yeah, exactly. All right, but yeah, sorry, Brent, go ahead.
Oh my god.
God, that was a great video, though. If you ever find that, we're posting that like all over our social media pages.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But, you remember that time Aaron took us on that little
oh god, yes, in Spokane. Yeah, because he wanted to show us where he used to live.
Out in the middle of nowhere, just the sticks as could be.
Yeah.
A bunch of teenagers and this weird adventurous dude just loved hiking, needed an excuse for it.
Yeah.
He found us.
That was the least favorite time of any trip. I mean, that just like we were so tired.
We'd driven like 4.5 hours already. We're almost in Spokane, and then he decides to pull this shit. And he's like, pull over. Aaron, I just want to go to the hotel and get comfortable for a while. We've been stuck in a car together for God knows how long.
Yeah.
Long enough.
Yeah, and I almost died. I think was it you don't remember that?
No, I caught you. I was the one that caught you.
Yeah,
You
Brent's
started
the one.
falling backwards. You climbed up on a rock and you lost your balance. And you were falling.
And I lost
straight
my,
down.
and I slipped, and you just see me like, and Brent just goes, "Huh."
I was actually in
How do you
shape
not
back
remember
then,
that?
so it worked out.
You
Because
look.
I didn't make a big deal out of it, and no one was. We weren't gonna be
Well,
like, "Oh
no,
yeah, Brock almost died
Nelson
on this."
saw. Nelson, you saw it because you looked back and you're like, "Dude, you okay?"
I think he's just more confused. I had my hands on your back because we both know how much you hate being touched by anybody. It's your least favorite thing.
I mean,
Let alone
Not
me
everybody.
holding you up in Titanic pose.
not everybody.
Was this near like the Opera House, or was this?
This is when
This
we were
was-
rock climbing in the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
rock climbing in Eastern Washington with Aaron.
Oh, the rock climb.
Yeah.
I thought this was in Spokane still.
Oh
I'm
no.
like, I
No,
remember
this
that
was like
happening in
on the
Spokane.
way. This was on the way to Spokane.
Yeah, we stopped at the Feathers. That's what they're called.
Okay. Yeah,
I
that
remember
was.
that.
God, that was
I remember that.
Yeah.
because you
Think
were all
about-
good. You're all good, and the next thing you know, just falling back. I'm just.
That
You're
sort
my
of
ride
reminds me
here.
of
What
that-
am I gonna do? I didn't have my license.
Yeah,
So wait, did we do that before we went to Spokane, or was that after Spokane?
Before
it was on the way to
Oh, it was
Spokane.
on the way.
Yeah.
I was mad. I didn't
Yeah.
want to go out there. Could deal with snakes. I want to go to
Yeah.
a hotel. We were almost done. It was an hour
Yeah.
away. Like
We were
let's
literally
go
like
get comfortable
an
and
hour away from the hotel, and Aaron's like, "Oh, we got time to stop. Let's rock climb." I was like, do we have
That
to?"
and then he took us at, was it after a meeting? He took us around to where he used to live in Spokane.
And showed us the bridge, and every time we walked it, I built this bridge.
And it, like after the third time, I wanted to look at it and be like, "Shut up, Aaron!" But I was like,
Yes.
"That's your upline. You can't say that." So you're just,
That was me. He's like, I built this bridge, and literally by the third or fourth time, I'm like, I know, Aaron.
Because like for those of you who are listening the first time, I was the last person, so I was on the very, very bottom. Brock was above me. Nelson was above Brock.
Yeah.
And then there was Mark, and then there was Aaron. So it was like I was like 5 people down. So I was like, I can't say nothing to nobody. So of course Josh would go out of his way to pick on me because he knows I would just sit there and be like, "Man."
He picked on both of us. I think we were his favorite targets to pick on.
He called me Edward from Twilight.
I forgot about that.
How damn pale I was with my hair up. He was like, "You look like Edward Cullen."
You're getting a new name in my phone.
Oh
He's like,
my!
But now I
God.
can take that as a compliment because of Batman. So I'm like,
Well, God, that's not the only thing he did. It's like when all of the same organization, we would all be standing up against the walls, because don't like
Yeah.
to sit.
Yeah.
Someone will walk by and then they would sack tap someone standing up against the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, it's army
Yeah.
guys for you.
on one
They were
hand, we were so professional. On the other, we were just so childish. Like we had to get shushed so many times when we were in the big meetings because me and Brock would be just cracking jokes under our breath, and you'd look over, "Shut up!" Like,
Well, it got worse because after you guys left, like I really didn't have anybody to talk to. So I started becoming friends with his younger brother Logan.
Oh shit!
And-
Yeah.
And Josh would get so mad because it'd be like this perfect example. So one of the Canadian diamonds were up. I can't remember their name. And he was sitting there and he was trying to be all motivational, do that rah-rah shit. And he goes, "It doesn't matter what color you are or your background or how tall you are." And he literally said, "How tall you are." And I'm sitting there, I just go, "Yeah." And I look over and
everyone's
Logan
looking
is,
at you.
well, everybody's looking at me, and Logan is doubled over laughing his ass off. And Josh is like, "Brock, knock it off. You're distracting my brother."
Oh my God! Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I'm starting to remember that now. So many good stories. So many stories. So tired. So
tired.
Because we would all
It
go
was-
to that. Was it the Chili's or was it the Applebee's? It was the Applebee's.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't
we'd all go to the Applebee's.
were we allowed to go anywhere that didn't serve Amway products?
Yeah, man. People went to the restaurants, man.
Yeah, I know.
We were committed, damn it.
Oh my God, the lines! I do not miss the lines in the heat.
No.
Standing in the heat.
No.
No.
Yeah, that sucked. Literally, we'd be standing, and by the way, we're wearing black suits like a fucking Mormon, and we're sitting there in the blistering heat, just sweating our nuts off, and everybody's still excited somehow.
Excess.
The excess.
I think that's what
took words right out of my
there
mouth.
had to, yeah.
And then you get
Somebody
sweat
needs-
stains in like the most uncomfortable spots on the human body whatsoever. And then you get the privilege of sitting down for 8 hours in those sweat stains.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
And listen to motivational speeches to help you be the best you. And then you go home and you lose all motivation within a week. And you have to start back over.
That reminds me. Did you guys go down to the Portland one with who was speaking? It was Dave.
Dave.
The older guy.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about now. Severance?
Yeah, Severin.
Yeah.
Dave Severin.
Severin, yeah.
So I remember I went into the bathroom and it was on a break or something like that. I was in the bathroom. I think I was washing my hands, or I was at the stall, and a door comes open, and I recognize someone, but he's standing there like big dude, holding the door open, and all of a sudden Dave Severin comes in, and this guy, everyone came from all around to see this guy. He comes walking in, and he goes to the bathroom, and then obviously you could tell, but it's him because of his voice. Like, no, you could tell. You're like, oh, that's Dave Severin.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the stall behind the door, and he's like, peeks up over the stall, and he's like, no fucking way.
What?
Yeah, and like I'm sitting there at the stall, and like I'm looking over at Dave Severin. I'm like, oh shit, like, what's going on? Like, of all the bathroom stalls at the, I don't get it. It's weird. Damn, I forgot about that. Yeah, that was.
It's like, do you follow bathroom etiquette at that point, or do you start popping off questions?
I got a bathroom
story
story for you guys from a function. So it was a local one. It was the one in Lakewood, the little convention center we always went to.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there trying to take a shit. And fun fact about
every
me.
function with Brock, he will poop in the most bizarre locations, gas stations, you name it.
No, this was at the function.
Out
I'm
under
at
the door,
the
he'll
function.
still use it.
I'm at the function. And think about me, when I'm sitting on the toilet, you can't see my feet under the door. So, and another fun fact about me, I carried all the time.
You
and
did?
Yeah, I did. And I don't know if you know this, Nelson, but when you carry and you have to take a shit, you kind of just like fold the pistol in your pants, right? So it doesn't like fall on the floor.
Right.
You can't do that when your feet don't touch the ground. So I'm sitting there taking a deuce, holding my gun like this, like, all right, whatever. And Josh comes in, doesn't notice anybody's in there, and he just takes his big fucking barbarian hand and like yanks the door open. And I'm just sitting there with a fucking handgun taking a shit. And I'm just like, and we both lock eyes. Neither of us said anything. He just closed the door, left. I finished my business. I washed my hands. He's waiting at the door. And I was like, all yours, coach.
I didn't hear this story.
I've never heard this story. The best story involving the business. You've been holding out, huh?
Oh,
Because like I see Josh just making this blank expression. Right.
Well, that's the thing, is like, as you guys know, Josh had no facial expressions. So he just sitting there for like a good 2 seconds, just looking at me trying to process what he's seeing.
I mean, you just open a bathroom stall. There is a little person on the toilet with a handgun.
And
Like, what do you do at that point?
and just let the people listening in know that Josh was not a small guy.
No,
He was not a small
that's what I
guy.
said.
He was
That's why
Like
I said he just-
6'2" and just yoked. He just
Yeah.
looked like Henry Cavill before Henry Cavill got big. You're just like, oh god, what is
God, he
this
was-
man?
and
Dracula style haircut. God,
dude,
he
yeah.
knew every time I called him Dracula.
Oh my god.
he could take your head off in one hit.
Easily.
Yeah,
He could kill you
I mean-
with a fucking toothpick.
His shoulder was the size of Brock's head, just for
Yeah.
comparison. It was nuts.
Yeah. Like he was not a small guy.
The same as Lynn.
Um,
Lynn wasn't a small guy either.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah.
He God.
Yeah, so was Eric. A whole bunch of people. Okay, John was a little small, but he was a Marine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I miss those guys.
It's why I never get afraid
I do
like,
too.
in like military groups now, just because I spent so much time around this
Yeah.
particular group. It's like I'm used to them busting my balls. I'm used to the crass humor. I'm used to just
Yep.
how they get along and how they communicate. So it's just like it's very,
Yeah.
very comfortable to be around military people. You just kind of like, oh hey, what about this? And then they just start busting and laughing. Hey, how do you know about that? I was like, I may
Yeah.
be a civilian, but I've got tons of military friends. It's like I understand some of the lingo. I don't understand what you've been through. I understand some of
Right.
the lingo enough to get by.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't know nothing about it. But like, oh yeah,
Yeah.
Mark and Kat were Army.
That's right. They were Army.
Yeah.
Aaron was
Aaron
Army.
military? Yeah.
I think the three of us were the only non-military in our chain of command.
I think there was maybe one or two Air Force. I think it was either they would say they're not military. Yeah, Johnson, no, they would say that. They would say it's Air Force. Who was it? It was it Aaron? No.
Aaron was
Not Aaron.
military.
No, I'm thinking of
Brittany
another.
would talk about it all the time.
I'm thinking of man, I talked to him more than Eric. Eric was
Which one was Eric?
Was he the guy who was on stage for my 5150? The super charismatic dude?
he was Hispanic.
Nope, definitely not him.
The guy I'm thinking about, he's a black guy married to another Brittany. Was it Christian?
There were
No.
like 4 Britneys.
There was
That
a
was
couple
a
of
very common
Aarons.
name.
Yeah, there were a couple Aarons.
Fuck, I think he was. No, who? Yeah, there was a lot. Anyways, we were the very few people that made it through
Yeah.
the selection of
Yeah.
being a part of their organization.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was.
I mean, it was good times. I mean, for the most part, was it worth it? If I knew now that I wouldn't be back in martial arts, no.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
for the conditioning,
Personal growth,
and, like,
business
yeah,
aspect,
personal
talking to
growth,
people.
that's
Yeah.
tough to choose. It's tough to
Oh,
choose.
absolutely.
Like I said, the business pulled me out of a lot of stuff that I was going through at the time, and there's
Yeah.
a lot of late night talking sessions with both of you, or I'd be
Yep.
sending tons of Kates to Josh. Like the crazy thing is, even though I don't talk to him at all anymore, I guarantee if I bumped into him, we'd have a conversation like nothing happened, except I would still get the usual treatment.
Yeah.
You're not in the business anymore. You gave up. You're a quitter.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not even sure if they're doing it either. So and
I'm not sure. I think Adam said they are.
I
I
hope
would
whatever
hope
they're
they're
doing,
at
they're
least-
succeeding though, because I
Yeah.
love that couple. They were cool people. They were always very straightforward with you.
And they were great mentors too. They were no bullshit. Didn't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, Corey would
And-
always bust your balls worse than Josh, and I was terrified of that
yeah.
short little.
yeah, I was scared of Corey too.
Was it just me, or were you guys more intimidated by Corey than Josh too?
Definitely Corey.
Okay,
And
okay. It
she was
wasn't
like a
just
foot
me.
shorter than Josh. She was all skin and bones, tattoo, and just she knew how to talk to you in a way though that made you
She-
feel like you were on like
Bro, and she
death
was an
row right now.
MP. Did you guys forget that she was an MP?
I don't think I ever
Yes.
knew she was an MP.
Yeah,
makes
she was
so
an MP.
Fucking sense now.
It does.
That's what
Like,
all the blanks were
I didn't know
missing.
my dad was an MP after he got back.
That is, yeah. I did not know she was an MP. Okay, everything makes a lot more sense. Because, like, I was like, this lady would kill me and sleep soundly after. Like, I'm not going to get on her bad side.
Yeah.
No, like anytime she gave you a compliment, it felt like 10 times more of a compliment than anything Josh had ever said to you.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
You earned that.
Also, she was funny as shit, too, though.
Yeah, Corey was great.
Because, like, she was quiet, for, like, sort of quiet. But every now and then, if you listen to her talk, she would just say a one-liner and nobody would hear it. And then I'd be laughing, and then I would get in trouble for disrupting the presentation. So I was like, it's not my fault.
Oh, man.
Brock, did you ever do the 5150?
Yes.
Okay. I was going to say, because I was on stage with Nelson when I got mine.
Yeah, you guys got it for me.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that's right. I got in front of Leslie Wolgamont. You did too, Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I got that in
Yeah,
relatively
I remember
early,
that.
shockingly enough. Thanks, family, for supporting.
I don't even remember who was at mine. All I know was
I was nervous
it
as
was
shit.
at what?
I was nervous as shit.
Oh, fucking
That
me
was a
too.
big auditorium, and that thing was packed.
Oh, mine was at like the Lakewood Convention Center, and I don't even remember who the speaker was.
Yeah, because for a while Nelson was almost Eagle.
Yeah.
You were tracking
Yeah.
along pretty dang well.
Right.
And just I think you needed like 2 more 5150s and you would have been Eagle. You
Yeah.
were pretty dang close. You had sponsored a bunch of people. It's like obviously a lot of people came and went.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And
Yeah.
Every time you got close, someone would just drop off face of the earth and you'd just be like, ah.
Yeah.
Because I think did I drop out first or did you drop out first, Nelson? One of us dropped out first.
I think Nelson.
fuck if I know.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think it was me. Maybe?
No, well, I mean, you kind of dropped off, then came back, and then dropped off for good. But it was after the second time you dropped off. I think Nelson had already quit.
Wouldn't say so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound about right. Yeah.
And there was a lot of motivation that was lost along the way. I don't know what happened. It just felt like the whole organization was in turmoil.
I just didn't like I didn't like the feeling of being controlled. That's what it was for me.
I mean, it wasn't that Josh or Corey or Lynn or any of them were controlling you. It was just the overall brand itself.
Right.
This cutter person is like, and our organization was like the eclectic weirdo group that you could just put anywhere.
We were the misfits. Yeah.
They were great people. It's just every so often you'd get in one of those situations where people would try and like posture you and you'd be like, you're struggling through the same crap I am.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I remember going to posture me, be in a position to where I'm going to respect the posturing coming from. Like when Josh did it, dead quiet, not a peep out of my mouth. Cross line?
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If it was cross line, get fucked.
Yeah, cross line. Your outline is weak. It's not like our outline.
Yeah.
Your PV and BV are nothing.
PVP.
Yeah, your PV and BV are weak. So minute.
Oh yeah.
I'm just picturing that little brochure right now in my head.
We did have some weird fucking pissing contests. The other thing I want to bring up, and Nelson, you'll remember this because you stopped me from going to jail this function. Do you remember when I first started coming around? Everybody would be like, "Oh, I want you to meet somebody," and they would just lead me over. And there was another midget that was at the meetings. Do you not remember this?
Do I remember this? Was this in?
How do you not remember this?
Spokane?
This was every fucking function because he was a local.
Oh my god! Yes, and these people just had no sense of just. They
were short. They belonged together.
It was like they literally been like, "Hey, he's short too. He can do it. You can do it." Like it was the dumbest fucking thing. But not only that, half the time somebody would be like, "Oh, I want you to meet somebody." They'd just be like, "Here you go," and walk away. They wouldn't even say shit. They'd be like, "Oh, 2 midgets, job's done." Like,
oh my god!
And
you hated that guy so much.
And looking back, I was a dick about it.
Oh, dude, you were
But-
pissed.
Well,
You
because
were-
I remember when I got super mad, this is when you calmed me down, was I'm sitting there talking to a few people. This was in Spokane. And out of the thousands of people that were in this arena,
Oh, you saw it.
who comes up behind me and fucking Simbas me, puts me down, walks away? This dude, the other midget, picked me up and Simba'd me.
Really?
Yes. And I turn around and because like I was thinking it was like Josh or
Yeah.
Aaron, because they've both done that to me. I
Yeah.
look back and I see a pair of eyeballs, so I'm like, well,
That's
it's
new.
not Josh or Aaron. And it clicked. And I was about to hit him.
Yeah.
But I think you stopped me.
I think I did. I think I did. Yeah.
I was so fucking mad.
Yeah. If you ever meet Brock, don't pick him up.
Don't pick
Please
up.
don't.
He,
It's not a good
punch you in
idea.
the balls, or
He-
kick you in the balls, and you
Or he'll
will
shoot
watch.
you. Or yeah, he will shoot you.
Or that's a strong possibility. No, I remember one time I got picked up. I was doing a show at O'Malley's in Tacoma, and this drunk dude picked me up, and he was like hammered. And so he picked me up in front of all my friends, and I was like, well, I can't look like a bitch in front of my friends, so I just punched him in the throat as hard as I could.
Good.
But I'm the one who's 86, not him.
What?
Yeah.
That's
So O'Malley's, go fuck yourself.
yeah.
For no reason.
So messed up. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It makes for a funny story, but
Yeah, but there was tons of funny stories involving just us in the business on the
Yeah.
road trips back from Spokane.
yeah,
We'd be a lot looser. We'd be a lot more relaxed. We'd be calmed down.
Yeah.
All
Oh,
the
looser.
nerves were sitting there. Start busting out the Eminem, and then we're all just trying to just, have a good old time of it. See who could rap the lyrics the best. I never won.
Oh,
I never won. Still a
I
little
just remember
salty
it
about
got
that.
to the point where I was rapping along with Rap God, and that was like my crowning achievement at that age.
We were at an event in Tacoma, and you finally got it down, and you
And I-
nailed it. But
Yeah.
because I got like the first verse actually right, you were like more impressed by that. Because that's how bad it was.
Yeah,
Yeah, there were a lot of
God.
long car rides, a lot of car therapy. Done that
car
one.
therapy.
A lot of cake sent out from a lot of weird locations, and I mean, did you guys ever pull out a napkin plan from someone? Like you're like, yeah, no, this is a waste of time. I can already see I'm just prospecting the wrong person.
I don't think I
Uh-oh.
did. You're lagging a little bit.
There you
I don't
go.
think I did because, like, I got to the point where I was so goddamn desperate, I would have shown my dog the napkin plan. Like,
I mean, you showed me the napkin plans. I mean, that shows you what needs to be done.
yeah, exactly.
Well, actually, you didn't even show me the
That was
napkin
like-
plan. You said, "Get in the car. We're going."
Yeah, I didn't even. There was no approach. There was no. What do you want to do with your life, Brent? It was, hey, Brent, we're going to this thing.
I was like, "Okay."
Get in the car.
And the next thing you know, I'm sitting in this room smelling like
You're just
fry
like, what the-
oil.
Did I even-
Even?
Did I at least like pre-warn you on the way, or
Nope.
I just? Oh,
Nope.
that's funny.
You just took me there. I could have been a kidnapping for all I knew. I just hopped in the car willingly. There was no candy in this van.
Oh
I
shit.
was misled.
No, I for a while. What the only reason I didn't quit for a while was because of the people though. So I did
You
not
will.
want to. So I knew if I quit, I wasn't going to talk to any of them again. And
Yep.
yeah,
Sure enough.
yeah.
If you want to talk
You
to
were
me,
the
that's
only
good.
people I still
Yeah,
talk
exactly.
to. Occasionally, Aaron's nephew, Rayleigh. I'll talk to her every so often. Riley.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have you guys been
Oh, I
following her
forgot
on her designs because she's a tattooist?
Oh.
She's a
Yeah,
tattoo
she's a
artist.
No,
tattoo
really?
artist now. Yeah, she's hella cool.
Yeah. Dude, she makes
Really?
some pretty cool. Yeah, she draws really well.
Well, shit. I mean, I'm saving up for one. So, is she local?
I would look at my phone, but
Yeah.
If you have her on Facebook, do you have her on Facebook?
I don't think so.
Brent, do you have her on Facebook?
I have her on Facebook, and then I have her on her. She created a separate page on Instagram for just like her artwork. It's good, clean stuff. She started up a couple months ago, but she's getting better and better, like with every post.
Nice.
Yeah, you should send that to Brock.
Yeah, because I need an artist that's not gonna cost me my firstborn.
Yeah, because it's her and Brittany that occasionally will like reach out and try and talk.
Okay.
Other than that, like I know Aaron fell into a bad place and then fell off the face of the earth. I never was really close with Mark. He was a good dude, but like,
yeah,
he would always
Mark
posture me, and it's like I'm taller than you. What the hell is going on? And even though
yet
I
I
know
postured
if we
you
got
into
the
going
hands,
to
I
me.
would be dead.
Well, shit. Hey, the both of you should reach out to Mark. Do you guys still know how to contact Mark?
I'm trying to
He's
find
on.
him
I
on
think he's
Facebook or,
on
like Instagram.
Instagram because he's reached out to me on Instagram before.
Yeah, what you should do, you should invite him to one of your shows, because I still need to come to one of your shows.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
fun
right.
to see you guys. That'd be fun to see you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Because
I'm in a completely separate state now, so I'm.
Yeah, Brent's a bitch and left, but
where'd you move to? I forgot where you went.
I went to Georgia for about a year, and now I'm in Northern California. So I've been.
Oh, you're in Northern Communist country.
Yeah,
Northern California.
California.
Hey, how have the fires been over there?
Not as bad this year, shockingly enough. But one of the biggest businesses in town burnt down, so a lot of people are.
Oh shit!
They're looking for work. It was 1 year away from celebrating its 50th year of business, and it's been like keeping like the county like the jobs for like forever.
Damn.
Yeah.
Happens a lot out here. There's so many fires.
Is Mark still in Olympia? Do you know?
Did he move to Olympia, or is he still over behind Mary's Pistols?
I know he moved to Olympia at some point.
Oh, I think he did. I mean, he's still local, but
right. Yeah, here he is.
Yeah, I love how like we've just completely started going just down the road of reminiscing about all the stuff. It's like we actually miss a lot of the people, which is crazy considering the circumstances of how we all met and all the different things we had to go through while we were there.
Yeah, it was a great group of people, and like, you had some people who were faking it because that's kind of what you had to do, but you could tell that like there were people that genuinely cared about your success and well-being.
I mean, technically, everyone should have, because if they were your downline, you definitely wanted them to succeed.
Dude, the earful that we would get if one of us showed up but our downline didn't show up. No, sorry. If our downline showed up but we didn't show up. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that happened to you a couple times, especially when Josh was doing a plan. He would call people out like in the middle of the plan. You're like, oh, like that's
he'd be like,
a long cake later.
Be like, come here.
Yeah.
You never wanted to walk up to him. Just, don't put your hand on my shoulder. Don't do that.
Yeah.
On me like a basketball.
Yeah, don't crush my shoulder, please. Oh my god, I remember the time. Story really quick. This is back at when a whole bunch of meetings were at Mark's behind Mary's Pistols and that the
community center.
Yeah, dude, Lynn. Okay, it was, it'd go into the late night. Lynn would always go out to the back of the pool with some of the other guys. So Lynn was back out there when everyone was kind of just hanging out, and I remember going out there getting some air. It was getting stuffy, and then like kind of sitting there in the dark, kind of looking back in. I turn around and all I see is white teeth and eyes, and Lynn comes out of the darkness and scares the fuck out of me. Dude, dude, I mean, and he's wearing an all black suit too, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude, his laugh is his laugh, oh my god, dude, he scared the fuck out of me.
He knew he went invisible. He just knew. It was because this dude was trained stealth from the military. So it's like, and you had the element of darkness, so boom, he's gone, and next thing you know, you're dead. That's it.
You know how we all called Ray Midnight, right? And he hated it. Dude, Lynn was straight up the Midnight, dude. Like you said, Brent, he could off you, he could ghost you, and you'd have one less downline.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, hey, you did it. I remember you failed to show that plan this week. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got a reason for that, Lynn. I don't. No excuses. No excuses.
My excuse is I'm a terrible person. I think it's Lacey.
Lynn, it just got rescheduled. You can call off the sniper.
I'll do 300 PP this month just for you.
Yeah. What he would do to me always at functions, like, again, like you could not hear him coming. One of the stealthiest people I've ever met. So I'd be like walking, and he would like come up and just like bear hug me, and then he'd go, "Come on, Mr. Black Belt, how do you get out of this?" And then I would start. And he's like, "Over here, over here."
Oh yeah. Man, I'm gonna start that. Were you guys there when Josh told the story of when it was with Dave Severin? This is with one of his downlines, Platinum. I guess you guys didn't hear the story. I think it was just me, and I think was it Aaron? Was it just Aaron and I? We're just chilling at Josh and Corey's house in Office Banaway, at their newer place, their townhouse. It was a late night, and we were just all hanging out. We were talking about stuff. We're sitting at the table, and Josh goes to explain like how Dave Severin forced one of his platinums to sign over the business to his wife.
I was there.
Yes, you were there.
I do remember that now.
So, Brent, this is another untold story that you didn't get to hear. So we're sitting there, and Josh goes to explain that Dave Severin pulls out his Colt 45, his 1911, puts it on the table. He's like, "You're going to sign," and he has papers. He's like, "You're going to sign these papers of your business over to your wife." And the guy was like, "Okay." At first, he was like, "No, I don't want to do it." Blah blah blah. He wasn't like aggro, but he was just fucking denial and some shit. And then he pulls these like, "I'm not asking you," and he like puts it on the table, just
some real
so
Corleone shit.
Yeah. Man, I wish I had obviously not recording, but I wish I had a better memory of how he told it, because damn, I think either he didn't tell. That's one of the things, he didn't tell me why. What the guy did, but it was
I did. I remember the guy stepped out on his wife.
Oh,
that's what it was.
They were very, very big against infidelity.
He was cross-lining.
That's what it was. Okay, so that's why.
He was cross-lining with another dude's wife.
Oh, I did not. Either I don't remember that, or I didn't know.
Yeah.
All I remember.
It might not have been. It might not have been somebody's wife. It might have been like a downline or something.
Oh.
He was going downline on his downline.
It was pretty bad. God, we would make all those jokes. We made it somehow. We managed to make a sexual innuendo out of every piece of terminology.
Look, PV and BV wrote the jokes themselves. There was nothing that needed to be done about that.
They did.
But also, like, when you remember when we do this, they had the stupid band always come up in Spokane.
Oh God!
And they would say, "This is the Diamond Way," and everyone holds up the Illuminati pyramid, and you're just like, what? What did you just get me into? And it was like also the same token, like, well, that was like a sex joke, because it was like, that's just how you clear everything you're gonna eat. And you're
that's
just like, what is going on right now?
So that's when I thought Corey was actually going to kill us, because Corey saw us doing that.
Doing the Illuminati thing?
No, the other thing with the handshake.
I forgot she saw that. I was so fucking terrified.
I was like, I'm gonna die. This is it.
Nice knowing you. Because like you just said Josh to kill us, or she'd do it herself, which would be worse.
She would do it herself.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna ask her Josh just so I get the mercy kill. One punch, man.
Mercy kill. Oh my God. And then the other guest speaker, he was big. He was a big. Forgot his name. He had a really distinct voice as well, and he always brought his books out, and it was really hard to get him to come out to conferences.
John Maxwell?
Yeah, I still got to get some of his books. But hey guys, hey, you do? I need to get some more. Yeah. But let's see, it's been an hour. I think I'm gonna call it. We got some stuff to do.
Yeah, no worries, man.
Sounds like a plan. We'll wrap this up. Pleasure having you on. I'm sure we'll have you on a follow-up episode at some point.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Guys, be sure to check out all the links. Brock, is there anything you want to plug real quick for your shows?
Yes. So on October 7th, I will be headlining at the Vessel in Linwood. I I will share the link to buy the tickets to the show as soon as this episode drops. And I will also be at the Lime in Kent on the 11th. I will be hosting for Gabriel Rutledge. Definitely come check him out. Amazing comedian, one of the best storytellers out there. So yeah, those are the two main shows I got.
And then we'll be sure to get your business links, Nelson.
Yeah.
We'll drop them in the link in description, share you on the page, and try to get some word of mouth going for you and the missus. And again, congratulations. I don't think I've talked to you since you got married.
Yeah, it's been years.
Yeah.
Be sure to check out Live with Humor, guys. We'll see you on the next episode. Thank you for your time.
Peace.